Hello guys, so today we are going to have a walkthrough part 2 of the reading section of the PET test of the official B1 test. As you know, this is a very popular, or should I say unpopular part of the test because it's quite messy, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, so I'm going to give you step by step what you have to do in order to get in order to be sure. Okay, because here a lot of factors come into play. The first factor is that you are going to understand everything. Okay, as you know, the format is you have 5 people or 5 groups of people, and then you have different options, usually 8 options. All right, and you have to match the 5 people with the 8 options. Okay, leaving 3 of them away. So the difficult thing here is that normally you come and you read through this very quickly, and then you read through this very quickly again, and you start matching because you're worried about the time. But let me tell you, if you do that, it's very probable that you will make a mistake. And if you make a mistake in one of these persons, then you're going to make a mistake in a different one too, because maybe you say the number 6 goes with letter F, but F was with 8, so now 8 is also going to be wrong. So the steps are the following. Step number 1, read each one of these sentences carefully and highlight the important information, because when you finish reading this and you go to the next page, you will have to read this text not just once but over and over and over again. Okay, you are going to have to repeat reading this all the time. So you don't want to read this 100 times. You just need the precise useful information. So you take a pen and you, or a pencil or whatever you may have, and you underline or highlight the important words. Let me practice with you. You have obviously the first thing to do is to read the instructions. Okay, the people below all want to visit a park. Okay, so this is about parks. On the opposite page there are descriptions of 8 parks. Decide which park would be the most suitable for the following people. Alright, so we are matching people with parks. That's alright. Isabel works in the city center and likes painting and drawing in her free time. She wants to practice her hobby in a small quiet park near her office. Okay, so now here we have a lot of information, but what pieces of information, what chunks of information are really useful? We are going to underline painting, drawing, small quiet park near the city center. Okay, the rest of the things we are not going to underline. So when we go back to this and when we repeat this extract, this little text, we are not going to read Isabel works in the city center, Alex. We are just going to read city center, painting and drawing, small quiet park. That's all. All right, so now once you do that with number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you do the same with these things here. Okay, so you read A, and by the time you finish reading A, you will think, okay, maybe it's 8 or maybe it's 10. So now you say, okay, so A, and you write here 8 or 10, and you continue. Let's read B. You finish it and you say, I don't know. That's okay. Maybe this one is free. But if you don't know, you just leave it empty. Okay. You continue with C and you say, I have doubts. Maybe it's A, or maybe it's D, or maybe it's F. Okay. And by the time you finish, you look at this and there is only one repetition of a letter. Maybe you find a letter only once. Yeah, for example, you have number 9. You look at the page and you search for number 9s and you only find one number 9. So that means, for example, imagine that number 9 is here in D, so you say, okay, so D goes with 9. And now that you have 9, you can delete all the repeated different options. Okay, so you can continue, and that way it's like a Sudoku. Okay, it's like a Sudoku. You just match information. The important thing here, guys, is that you have to match the two pieces, the two halves, bearing in mind that, keeping in mind that everything has to be true. If one of these things is not true, if there is only one thing that does not match the description, then that is not a perfect match, and that is not a correct answer. Okay? Alright, so let's practice this. Thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.